Trump warned, is the first arrest of many to come. To Africa, and Rwandan-backed armed rebel group M23 has accused the government of the Democratic Republic of Congo of trying to torpedo direct talks scheduled to take place in Angola. The M23 has accused the Congolese government of launching airstrikes using fighter jets and drones in densely populated areas, calling it a deliberate effort to undermine peace negotiations. M23 spokesman Lawrence Kanyuka said on X that this escalation shows Kinshasa wants to sabotage the talks. However, these claims have not been verified and the DRC government has not responded. Angola has invited both sides for peace talks in Luanda on the 18th of March. The Angolan president has also called for a ceasefire. However, no party has responded to the appeals. Following Tshisekedi's visit to Angola, peace talks were announced. President Tshisekedi has refused to attend talks with M23 but agreed to send a delegation. Since January, M23 has taken control of key cities in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. UN experts say 4,000 Rwandan troops are supporting the M23, a claim Rwanda has denied. Joining us again to discuss this topic is Thomas Porteous, our anchor and correspondent. Thomas, we know these talks are lined up for tomorrow, but this is really throwing a spanner in the works. What more can you tell us about what has happened in the last 24 hours?
Well, the DRC and M23 rebel group are set to engage in peace talk negotiations starting tomorrow in Angola. We know that the president of Angola is actually going to mediate these peace talks to establish a durable ceasefire and address this ongoing conflict. This does mark a significant shift in outlook from both, as the DRC government had previously been reluctant to enter direct talks with the M23 rebel group. This comes on a backdrop of escalating humanitarian crisis, okay? This thing started kicking off in around November, where 600,000 people have been displaced since then in the country, and an unknown amount has been killed. I think 7,000 around it is the figure. But this ongoing situation in the African country of Congo is ongoing, and peace talks are set for tomorrow.
Thomas, what can you tell me about a potential minerals deal between the DRC and the United States? We know, of course, the east of DRC is rich in minerals, and that's potentially a reason that the M23 rebels have been acting in that region. But what impact could US-DRC talks have, and a potential deal in the future?
Well, that's exactly why they've been one of the reasons why they have been the M23 has been so focused on this particular region, is that this part of the Congo is rich with minerals. Like we've seen in Ukraine, the US want an economic gain to be able to get involved in this conflict. There is discussions in regard to reaching a potential agreement that would grant the US and the US only exclusive access to certain mineral resources in exchange for this security assistance, okay? This proposed deal aims to bolster the DRC's efforts against the rebel groups and stabilize the region, and mainly the eastern regions, which ongoing conflict has been happening for years.
Thomas Porteous, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for joining us. Of course, these talks scheduled for tomorrow, and a potential deal